So one day, on June 7th, 2023, I was coming from work, and I had a motorcycle as the only source of transportation. Everybody kept telling me, Jeff, those motorcycles are dangerous. It's not about you, it's about the other person, okay? Always be careful, always wear your helmet. Yes, I did that for 2 years, and I was just, now I have this purpose of helping people. Now I gotta keep doing it no matter what. So on my way from work, doing what I love to do, a lady, I was going I was going straight, and a lady was turning to the left. And as she turned to the left, she couldn't see me. I had the right of way, I had the green light and everything. And next thing you know, she couldn't see me, and she just sped up and hit on the left side of my leg. I flew about 20 feet, ended up on the sidewalk, 20 feet in the air, ended up on a sidewalk. And that moment, I just found myself on the ground, both legs broken. Now, as I flew 20 feet in the air, I landed on my left foot, my right foot. And as I landed, all that weight just took on that right foot, broke my ankles, and fractured my tibia on my right leg. Now, let's talk about the left leg, completely shattered. And I just found myself holding the leg, both of my arms holding my left leg, completely shattered, literally hanging on by the thread. And I'm out there screaming, God, help, help. Lord, I haven't accomplished all my dreams yet. Oh, Father God, help me, help me. Mom, you're calling out for your mom, you're scared out of my life that I would lose my life. Not knowing what to do, having these fears of not being able to get up again, of not being able to work again. So all these fears just running through my head, and literally my life was flashing before me. Have I accomplished all my dreams? No. Am I going to die? All these questions are running through my head. Now, so I'm on the ground, and a police officer just came running. Everybody has stopped. All the cars have stopped and just surrounded me. And a police officer came with a towel wrapped around, and he wrapped it on my left leg. Now, let me remind you, I am bleeding out. Scared that, is this it? Is this truly it? And let me tell you, I was in a bad shape of my life. And all that did not matter. What mattered was, there's somebody out there who was holding my head saying, Jesus, please save him. And, today I'm not trying to be very spiritual with you, but I'm letting you know that truly what saved me, Jesus, save him. So as soon as I heard Jesus, I stopped panicking. I stopped focusing on that. I stopped focusing on everything that was happening. The fact that I have 2 broken legs, not knowing if I'll ever be able to walk again. However, I'm saying Jesus because after looking back all the photos, as you can see over here, this is my left side. My shoe got stuck on the pedal. Now, Jeff, you still have all your 5 toes. How did that happen? Where's your shoe? The shoe got stuck there. And I still have my left toes and my leg. And this is my left leg right now. It has healed up quite good. I didn't want to show the gross pictures. You don't want to see that. But this is how the leg is looking. And that was me in the hospital. So the third day, they rushed me to the ER. And I was just spending time there just managing this pain, going through it all, scared, having all these doubts, worried about if I survive, how am I going back to work without legs or with broken legs? Who is going to accept me? And how am I even going to pay with everything? So all those questions and all those fears kept running after me. But it was the third night. The third night. Now, when you are open, when your body does not have any more strength to fight, what do you have? My goodness, thank goodness that I still have my mind. Thank goodness that I still have my spirit. And that's all I can really rely on. Now, the third night, I'm trying to gain sleep. I'm fully open. My legs, with rods stuck on my feet. The muscles are just so pure, and still have to go through so many surgeries. And so I was on highly pain management. You go through heavy drugs to maintain that pain. So it was that night, the third night in the hospital, I started getting sleep. And surely I reached this dream, just came to me. And all of a sudden I see a chair. It was in the middle of the night. I see a chair. And in that chair, there was darkness sitting there. Now, I'm noticing this and I'm afraid. I'm so scared. And my body is shaking due to the pain that it was going through. I'm so afraid. It was like in that chair, there was a shadow, like a strong darkness sitting there. And I was shaking, so afraid that if I accept this darkness, I really won't come back from this sleep. Now, when you're going through so much pain and not trauma, pain can kill you, So the darkness was sitting there, just sending so much darkness, fear, doubt, and worry. And as I'm afraid, as I'm shaking, I start noticing this. I start hearing this voice. I'm here, my son. Don't be afraid. Don't worry, I'm here. Now, I looked over, and it was this glowing, just like that, a glowing light in that darkness, holding a spear. I cannot make this up, guys. Literally, a glowing, a golden figure. I couldn't see the face of it. I tried to look at it, but as he was saying my name, don't be afraid. I'm here, my son. Now, let me remind you, I grew up with a single mom, so I had to grow up fast, right? Now, I had this figure, this golden figure calling me a son, but every time he called my name, I had this sense of peace. Like I wasn't afraid of that darkness that was sitting on that chair. But I also realized that every time that darkness was sitting on that chair, I'll still be scared. I still had those fears. So when I fully seen this golden figure, it was super huge, and I felt like a little boy again. Anybody remember when we were kids? Every time we get scared, we just hide behind our parents' leg or back and say, and just look. You remember those feelings, right? You remember doing that? It literally felt like that for the first time. Now I'm a big brother of 7 siblings. It's a big family. And I never felt like that. I haven't felt like that in my life. But in that dream, I felt like I was a little vulnerable boy again. But this golden figure with the staff. Anybody watch the Wakanda movie? You see the women warriors with the spears, with the staff? Literally, this golden figure was fighting the darkness that was sitting on that chair. And I quickly realized, I just found myself in a warfare. I don't know if, this is not my battle. I can't do it alone. And I'm like, nope, I'm hiding behind this figure since I'm gaining all the peace from this figure. Every time I'm, it throws the darkness at me. This golden figure was doing some crazy moves. And I'm just out there, oh my goodness, I was just hiding behind it. But in that, I noticed that I had a power on who gets to sit on that chair. I have this figure that's calling me my son, that's fighting all my battles. All I have to do is choose this figure to truly sit on that chair for me to get sleep and for me to have peace in the middle of my pain. And as that battle continues, the golden figure was able to sit on that chair. And I gained sleep. And when I woke up, now the darkness doesn't give up, okay? Even when you sleep, because it comes in the middle of the night. When you sleep and comfortable, that's when it's truly trying to sneak in. But in the middle of your sleep, I had to maintain that golden figure in that chair. And I promise you, I'm not making this up, guys. I know it sounds crazy, but it's just, that's what I had when I was in there. I woke up next day and I had this unwavering confidence that no matter what, I will overcome this.